Hey guys, Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about the brand new IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores bronzer. So if you want to see me apply this, hear my review, and also see a swatch, then keep watching. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss any of my future videos. All right, let's get into it. So this is what the outside packaging looks like. I picked this up from Ulta. I will link it down below in case you're interested. It retails for $30, and this is the outside packaging, just kind of like a coppery metallic packaging. And this says that it's in the shade Beach, but it's the only shade they have. So I don't know if in the future they are thinking they might release a few more shades or what, but just for reference, this is in the shade Beach. And then once you open it up, this is what the inside packaging looks like. You have the same copper like bottom area, and then the top is a matte black with that same copper writing. This, in my opinion, is pretty bulky. This reminds me of the Physicians Formula packaging, just because you open it up, it has a nice size mirror, and then it does have the pan, and then you open up the bottom and there's the brush. So the actual product is in this pretty small pan, and I never use the brushes that come with things. IT Cosmetics has amazing brushes, but this guy is just not into it. So the packaging, in my opinion, is bulkier than it has to be, but I think it's really pretty either way. So when you open up the actual product, it's this really nice, neutrally, it's a little bit warm, but pretty neutral shade, and it feels really buttery on the skin. And this is what the swatch looks like. Again, it's pretty warm, but still neutral enough that you would be able to contour if you wanted to with it, and also still warm up your entire face. So I have the Ulta website pulled up. I'm just gonna read what it says that it claims to do. It says, developed by plastic surgeons, Bye Bye Pores Bronzer, Poreless Finish Airbrush Bronzer is your revolutionary bronzing finishing veil that airbrushes away the look of pores while adding instant sun-kissed warmth to your skin. Infused with Bye Bye Pores optical blurring technology and real silk, this talc-free, oil-free bronzer is designed to glide over your skin without settling into lines and pores and diffuse the look of imperfections for your most flawless glow. So that obviously sounds amazing. And when I went to apply it, I noticed that it smelled a bit like coconut on my brush, but when I actually just smelled it in the pan, I didn't smell it, or at least I didn't think that I did. If I just smell it a little bit, I don't smell the coconut, but if I really take a good whiff out of the pan, then you can smell the coconut. And if you guys have been following me for a bit, you know that I love the formula of the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, but I cannot use it because I cannot handle the smell of coconut. So I was surprised that I could smell it on the brush, but not in the pan. And I can't smell it now that it's on my face either. So I don't know. The scent of coconut really, really bothers me, and I can still smell it on my face with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. So I'm surprised that I can't smell it right now. It doesn't bother me. So just forewarning you and letting you know that the scent is there, but as somebody who passed on my butter bronzer because I couldn't use it, this does go away. So if you can handle it for the time that you're putting it on your face, you would probably be able to handle it after it's applied. Let's jump into the demo of me applying it. As you'll see, I do the 3E motion that I always do when I apply bronzer. I just put it onto my forehead, down onto my cheeks and kind of the hollows of my cheekbones, and then also down onto my chin, and do the same thing on the other side. One thing that I will say is that I don't apply bronzer on my cheek area right next to my nose. That little area is where I have the hardest time with my pores. So I don't know, I guess like I wasn't getting the pore blurring effect because I don't put bronzer there anyway. So I do think that it left my skin looking really, really nice. It's a really nice warm shade, and I do love the way it applied. It was pretty pigmented, so I didn't need to keep building it up, which is good for me, but I do think that it's harder for beginners to use, or if you have a lighter skin tone than I have, it might show up a little bit more harsh on you and you'll have to blend it out more than I did. But I do like that it was pretty pigmented and it still blended out gorgeously. It wasn't like stuck in the area that you put it. So overall, I really enjoyed applying this, but I'm going to say that one, the packaging I'm not the biggest fan of. This is a little bit too bulky for me. And then two, I don't think that most people have problem areas on their pores where they apply bronzer. I could be totally wrong, but I think people do have pore issues like on their full cheek, but not really on their forehead or like their chin or like where the sun hits them. I think most people's problem area with their pores is in the center of their face, which is where you wouldn't apply a bronzer. So I don't know that I would use this for the technology that's supposedly in it or the benefits that are in it, but I do really like it just as an overall bronzer. All in all, I would recommend this if you're in the market for a new bronzer. It's $30, which is right in that same ballpark of all the other high-end brands for bronzer. I don't think that this is performing miracles, and I don't know that I'm benefiting from what it says it does, but I do think that it looks really pretty on the skin. It makes my skin look really nice, and overall, I'm really happy with it. Alrighty guys, that is everything for this video. I hope that you enjoyed and I hope that it was helpful for you in some way. I actually posted earlier this week the video of my top 5 bronzers of all time, which I will link up here in the cards and then also down below in case you're interested in it. I had not tried this bronzer out when I posted or when I had filmed that video, so yeah, if you want some more bronzer recommendations or just other ones that I love, go check out that video and then let me know down below in the comments what your favorite bronzer is. I'm really curious to know which ones you guys are loving. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed and don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss any of my future videos. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.